Here is a summary of the poem A Photograph by Shirley Toulson. The poet describes a photograph on cardboard that she is looking at. The photograph shows three cousins who went on a seaside holiday. In the photograph, two young girls are holding the poet's mother's hand. The poet's mother, at around 12 years, is older than the other girls. The photograph shows all three girls standing still on the beach, smiling through their wet hair at their uncle who was clicking the photograph. The poet reminisces that her mother was sweet-looking before she, the poet, was born. The poet observes that the sea which laps at the feet of the happy girls seems to have remained constant, as opposed to the girls who changed considerably as they grew older. The poet recollects how some 20 or 30 years after the photograph was taken, her mother would laugh looking at the photograph. She would ask the poet to look at Betty and Dolly, the two other girls in the photograph, and comment on how their parents had dressed them for the trip to the beach. The poet, recalling this laughter of her mother, remarks that the holiday by the sea was her mother's past, but her mother's laughter on looking at the snapshot is a part of the poet's past. Both her mother's laughter and the memory of the laughter are tinged with the awareness of loss. Her mother laughed at the memory of a lost childhood, and the poet experiences loss by calling to mind the laughter that she can hear no more. She calls this labored ease, signifying the effort that has to be made to deal with any loss. In the final stanza, the poet says that her mother has been no more for nearly 12 years, and her mother in the photograph was nearly 12. Thinking of this strange coincidence, the poet falls silent, owing to the immense loss that she feels.